Hey gun people, wanted to do a, I just did a second video on that shooting, so I wanted to get this video out. You can get this online, and this is put out by Alameda County District Attorney's Office. It's called The Point of View. I love this book. This book was my little Bible when I was working as a cop, because when they put this out, and I think they put it out either once every 3 months or once a quarter. And in this issue, it goes over what's covered in this issue. But again, you can get all this online. I know the DA that kind of, I'm not in California, I'm not a California cop anymore, but I used to work with this DA who runs this, and we did a few cases together. So I wrote him the other day, I go, dude, can you put me back on the mailing list? I know it's Texas and shit, and I know California don't want to be sending shit to Texas, but can you hook me up? And he hooked me up, and so now they send me a copy of it, and I like reading it when I'm drinking my coffee or sitting out on the swing sometime. I'm not working as a cop, but it gives new information on where the courts are going, where the laws are going. It explains things. If you're a cop, you absolutely have to get on this website. If you want to call and see if they'll send you one, you can ask them. I mean, the government and taxpayers paying for it, so I don't know how, if they have to leave it. I mean, I used to live in a different county than this, but I did some warrants and worked in this county, so I got it when I lived in a different county. So I don't think they have a problem sending it to places in California, but if you get out of state, there may be an issue. So, I mean, I didn't ask. I just kind of went to the DA that kind of does it. Mark Hutchinson, he's one of the editors and the brain behind this. He was a great prosecutor with a lot of information. So I liked getting his feedback if there was incidents that I didn't really understand or there was complicated issues that I thought I might have issues or call him. He would always have great insight. So I miss talking to him, and I miss... So this one he talks about suppression exceptions, prolonged traffic stops, Miranda warnings before being booking, questioning minors, barricading multiple motorists, and Google Earth images as evidence. So when they do these magazines, if you read these magazines, if you're out on the road and you go online and you're working as a cop on a midnight shift and you read this, if you read this every time, man, your expertise in court is going to be so far and above others that you will not believe it. Because most cops do not read and kind of advance their, they deal with things that they have to deal with because we're always writing and we're always doing shit. But I'm telling you, man, when I'm never fails if I'm filming, my phone's gonna ring. If I want to know something about law enforcement, man, this is a great for court, legal. I mean, a lot of this was a great reference for when I was doing warrants. He has warrant exceptions. And all the past issues are online. So it's called Point of View, and it's out of Alameda County District Attorney's Office. If you Google that, I'm sure it'll come up. I'm sure their website is in here somewhere. I've got a website. Yeah, crap. It's in here somewhere, but I don't know where it's at. So, Point of View. For cops, I would highly recommend you make this part of your reading. If you can print it out on their department's dime and copy it and put it in there. I used to keep a binder with these, and I would highlight things that I would use later. I even had a little tabs on here for special cases when I wanted to do it, and I could open up my book and kind of go, I remember I tagged that somewhere, and I would look it up, and it's just a great refresher about just about anything that's going to come up for cops. It's written by the District Attorney's Office, but it's mainly for prosecutors who have to deal with cop issues and for cops who have to be out on the streets dealing with legal issues, court, changes in court, etc. So I really wanted to promote this Point of View website or hard copy. I'm not sure how you get the hard copy. Again, great reference for cops. If you're not a cop and you want to understand how cops do something, you go to that magazine, and if you see something on a video or something that you're kind of like, I wonder what the law is, you go to this magazine, look up that topic, and I guarantee you one of his books will cover exactly what the new case law is, how's this changed. Now, it's kind of California specific because it's the California District Attorney's Office, but it quotes a lot of Supreme Court, and it's still, most cases across the country are pretty close. It's still going to give you a great concept, an idea, and change your thought process when you're doing legal things like when to search and when to question a minor. I remember when I do my search warrants, I always put in all my search warrants, and most cops don't put that in there. I always put, I'm authorized, especially if I'm expecting to contact minors. I'm authorized, I want a court order to authorize me to speak to minors without the parents present. That way it covers me on all kind of issues, because now it's in the Warner and I'm following a court order and the DA's reviewed it and the judges reviewed it. So now I'm safe when I talk to this minor, and the minor ends up giving me information that is really critical to the case. And now the parents talk to him, and the kid comes back later and tries to retract her. The parents go, hey, you talked to my child without me being there. You can't do that. That's against the law. And now their attorney's going to try and get that information suppressed and squashed, and you're going to be like, hey, it was in a warrant. I gave you a copy of the warrant. The judge signed it. The DA signed it. You guys figure it out in court. And if they end up squashing it, well, they do what they do. But it just gives you a better mindset on protecting yourself legally. Has a citizen carrying a gun or possibly be involved in a life or death situation, there's a lot of use of force issues in there that will help you understand how the courts thinks, how the courts are evaluating what cops do, how the courts are changing because what cops did wrong, and it really just increases your knowledge base on the courts, the legal system, etc. Point of view, highly recommend it. I've loved it for years, and I'm going to go kill me some chickens now because they won't shut up. What's all that racket back there?